thing. Like back in the day, I say that we talk about children on this Saturday morning. You're going to get warnings. Actually, it's the afternoon, but we gonna still get to the back real soon. We gonna take it to a place that you never been. We want to talk about where our kids are and where they've been. Yeah, and we gotta have this talk because sometimes you talk the talk and walk the walk. We gonna get from New York to Philly. Make sure we get over to the West Coast. We don't have to boast. Anyway that we go, our kids can go with us, and we don't like to have to cuss our kids out because they did some things that their father or their mother let them do. Yeah, we swing in the same directions like a pendulum, but I don't understand how come the kids be acting dumb. So that's what we're gonna get into today on the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. How your kids act when they go over their dad's house, or it could be like when they go over their mom's house. What we're talking about ultimately is co-parenting and the challenges of co-parenting. You know, when a child lives with you, or even if they don't, if a child spends a lot of time in your house and they are your child, I'm talking about with your own kids, your own children, you know, when they are at your house, you have a certain set of rules that you apply to them, and you teach them how to be disciplined in the way that you raise them. Well, when two parents aren't on the same page and they're co-parenting, so if the two parents aren't on the same page and the child swings between visiting the other parent and living with another parent, if they aren't implementing the same rules to the child, then the child might get confused about what he or she should be doing, how they should be conducting themselves. And things can get a little hairy, because you've heard many parents say, well, just because you do something over there don't mean that you can do it here. Just like when you're talking about your children, about their friends, when they might tell you something that their friends' parents might allow them to do. And you're going to be like, I don't care if they let their kids do this or if they let their kids do that. You are my child, and you're going to do what I tell you to do, and you're going to act the way I need you to act, and you're going to follow the rules that I set. So it can get hairy, it can be a sticky situation, and this is probably a situation that a lot of us go through, and we never really think about it in terms of a lot of people going through the same thing, and what we can do to help this thing, and what we can do to help ourselves, and how it affects the child. Children need consistency when they're growing up. They need to know what they can do and what they can't do. They need to understand the consequences of their actions. Even if it's like getting their hands slapped, getting their butt whipped, or being put on punishment, or even rewarding things. You know, children learn a lot through reward and punishment. Punishment and reward. They learn a lot through that. They learn what they can do and what they can't do, what they should do, what they shouldn't do. And when parents blur the lines by saying, well, you can do this here, but you can't do this there. Or when parents are going at each other, like they're at each other's throats. They're not treating each other well. So they might say something like, well, they'll find out what one parent won't let them do, and then they'll let them do whatever the parent won't let them do in order to gain favor for the child. Hey, man, if you think children can be petty, look at the grown-ups. Who do you think they learn their pettiness from? So if children see their moms and their dads going at it with each other, they're not on the same page, they don't respect each other, they don't like each other, they're challenging each other. Well, some kids can really take advantage of that and manipulate both parents. Well, my mom wants me to love her more than I love my dad, and she's willing to pay for it. My dad wants me to love him more than I love my mom, and he's more than willing to give me anything and everything that I want in order to make that happen. That's what we're talking about today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show. So let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Yo, drop it. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. It's the Urban Therapy with Sun show. It is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. What's going on, Stacy White? What's going on, man? Thanks for coming through, holding it down for the D every day, all day. You know how we do. And Olivia Egan. What's going on, Olivia? And what does that say? FAF? F-A-F? Do you offer private coaching? No, I don't offer any coaching. I'm not a coach. Oh, because the show is called Urban Therapy with Sun. Well, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a life coach. I'm just a man who has lived for almost 54 years, and I've seen a lot of things, done a lot of things, tried a lot of things, and I'm just trying to keep things together and help somebody out while they help me out as well. And that's what we do. So we just talk about certain topics that go on in our lives in this world and try to figure them out. That's all we do. So yeah, don't let the title change you. I'm not doctor this or clinical not even a clinical social worker or anything like that. This is self-help. That's what this show is about. It's about self-help. We try to help ourselves and we try to help others help themselves. So that's what it is. I ain't gonna get on here and try to pretend I'm something that I'm not. All right, DG Money Vastu says, sorry to bother you, but could you tell me what time it is right now? I just want to remember the moment I met the bitch of my dreams. Well, you met the girl of your dreams when you looked in the mirror, son. When you looked in the mirror, son. As soon as you looked in the mirror every day, you saw somebody who looks like you, and that's gay. And I bet you that your man got hard and you couldn't do nothing about that shit. Oh my God. Well, this man is turned on by himself, and that seems like a different kind of mental and emotional health. I can't help you, can't do nothing with you. Glad you came through the show. Not really, but I say it. Yeah, I say a lot of things, do a lot of stuff, but don't come around here because I had enough. What up, Sugar Z Baby? What's going on? Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming on through. All right, so this is what we're going to do. First of all, this is a totally interactive show. You can call into this show. You can speak your mind. I don't cut anybody off from expressing themselves. When you call into the show, there's no censorship. There's actually no censorship in the chat either, but you know how YouTube go. So if you've ever been banned on YouTube, flagged on YouTube, reprimanded on YouTube, you know you have to abide by community standards. But when you call into this show, you can say whatever you want. So, you know, if you want to curse, cuss, swear, you can do it here. You want to holler, yell, scream? Well, it seems as though you can do it here. You don't even have to be respectful or impactful. Yo, do it a Mac full. All right, so that's how it's going down. Let's get it popping. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Saturday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Saturday. And it is Saturday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the rrrr. And if you can't say Omar with the rrrr, but then you just say Omar with the R. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are talking about the way they act when they come from their dad's house or their mom's house. I had to pick one, and you can experience this topic. You can experience this topic even if you're not the custodial parent, because if your child can do certain things when they are at the other parent's house than they can do at your house, then it's going to be a problem with you, because of course they're going to want to bring whatever they could do from at the other house, especially if it's favorable to them. They're going to want to bring that to your house. For example, and caller, I see you on the line. Caller with the last number is 9737. I'm going to come grab you in just a second. I just need to, finish with this preamble, and then I'll be right at you. Please be patient, and I'll be patient right back with you. Yeah, let's take an example like this. Let's say you don't give your child a lot of sweets. Maybe you believe that giving your child a lot of candy, a lot of sweets and stuff like that will make them hyper. It can cause them to crash. It can make it harder for them to concentrate and things like that. And all of these things have been proven. And maybe you want to give your child the best chance to get nutritious foods inside of their bodies, and not mess up their development of growth physically and mentally, emotionally, while they're young. But the other parent grew up eating a lot of candy, gum, cakes, cookies, pies, just whatever, a lot of sweets. So they think that that's what being a child is all about. So they figure that being a child is all about, eating all of the sweet stuff, and just wilding out and eating whatever you want to eat. Well, if they let them eat all of the sweets and anything else they want to at their house, but at your house, you have them eating balanced meals, starch, vegetables, carbohydrates, fats, not a lot of sweets, no high fructose corn syrup. Now you got a problem. You may have two problems. You may have three. The number one problem may be that the communication level between you and the other parent is off, because y'all not respecting each other's rules. The other problem may be that when your child goes over there and comes back to your house, they're confused about what they should be able to do and what they shouldn't be able to do, and they may become defiant, belligerent, combative. The other problem is that now you're dealing with an arrested development of your child. And you may be dealing with some power issues also. But these kind of things happen, and they can really start to get under your skin. So if you set good rules and good standards at your crib, and at the other crib they let them just go footloose and fancy free and worry free, and you just wild out and do whatever you want to do, you think your children not going to try to come back to the crib with that? They are. Undoubtedly they are. If y'all would like to call into the show, the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. I said a 319-527-6199. Yes, y'all. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get on the line. I said a 319-527-6199. Yeah, get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby, on. Get your shine, baby. 319-527-6199, baby. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm your host, Sun752. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should also. We are talking about how they are when they come back from their dad's house, or from their mom's house, or from their mom's house, from their dad's house, where they lay, where they rest, where they live. Oh shit, gotta give, yo, this ain't the way I'm trying to do. Did you get a whole lot of crazy? All right, let's go. All right, Dreadful Nick can eat a. Dreadful Nick can eat a. Dreadful Nick can eat a. Fuck out of here. Now, let's say Dreadful Nick is not trying to be smart. You're still offensive. Black Daddy King? What the fuck is that? What is Black Daddy King? Now, I'm definitely a black man. I'm definitely a black dad. I don't know about the whole king shit. That's a judgment issue. But I don't know. I don't know about that one. No Screen 1. Bright Ideas Cooking. Thanks for coming through, y'all. Sugar Z Baby. And Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. Shirley Cheryl, the world's most precious and greatest pearl in the world. What's going on? All right, so Sugar Z says, let me correct it. Do you have a cis baby mama? All right, so we're going to take the caller now. Y'all got me skeptical about the caller because the caller called in before I gave out the number. You know what that's about. What the fuck is going on? There we go. All right. But let's give it a shot. Y'all ready to rock? Let's take our first caller. Caller with the last number is 9737. Thank you for holding on the line. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun show. What's good? What's on your mind this afternoon? Talk to me.
How you doing? This is Danny. I called in because the number's here on Blog Talk, so I'm able to see it even before I'm calling through Blog Talk.
That's cool.
Yeah, you're talking about kids, and I like that, and I like your whole kind of vibe. My wife and I are about to go on Shark Tank. I don't know if you know that show. We're pitching a few products, and some of them are children-oriented. I'd love to get your thoughts on one of the pitches here, because I think it might be up your alley, and see what you think about it.
Go ahead. Let's rock.
All right. So it was me and my wife, Megan. She is here, by the way. She says hello. All right. So I come out.
She says hello?
The Shark Tank music.
Oh, wait.
She says hello.
Let me hear her voice.
Hang on. Thanks. She's shy. Come on here. Hello?
Uh-huh.
Hello?
Hello?
You hear her?
That's your wife's voice?
Yeah, but she's messing around with the phone.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Let me know what you think. All right.
Go ahead.
So if you want to jump in, if you want to jump in. Okay, here we go. So we come in, Shark's there, you got the big music. I go, hi, we are an entrepreneurial couple from Apex, North Carolina. And my name is Danny O'Gurkalilly. Then my wife says, I'm Megan O'Gurkalilly. We're the husband and wife team behind My Little Normal. And that's the name of the product. Okay, you follow so far? Now, I say My Little Normal is the first at-home gay conversion kit for effeminate toddlers. When we found our son Bryson dressing up in Mommy's Pearl...
Stop.
What?
Stop. You know,
go for it.
Unfortunately, you caught me on the one day when I'm not in the mood. So this is what I'm going to have to.
You don't like to pay?
No. It's not that. Normally, I let trolls really live, but that's when they admit that they're trolls.
Not a troll.
No, oh, you're trolling. You're trolling
hard.
Not a troll. You're trolling hard. First of all, that bullshit voice that you said that what was your wife's. That is not a woman's voice. It sounds eerily similar to yours. But here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say. If you
I have other products if you don't like this one. If this one
I don't know if I like the product or not. This is all I'm saying is this. All I need you to do is keep it a little bit 100, because this is not really, I understand what you're doing, but this is not really a joke show. So what I'm going to ask you to do is if you're bullshitting, then just say that you're bullshitting and I'll let you finish bullshitting. But what I'm not going to let you do is act like you're being real when you're bullshitting.
We're going to California
because this is the beginning of the show.
This
is the beginning of the show, and I have information that I need to give out. So I'm going to give you 5 seconds to either admit that you're bullshitting, and then I'll let you finish uninterrupted, or I'm going to cut you off. So let's go. 1, 2.
So we have another product here called the Tickle Tube.
4.
What is the tickle tube? The tickle
5.
tube is an expandable and retractable plexiglass tube that makes it easy.
All he had to do was keep it 100. I said, all you had to do was keep it 100. I said, all you had to do was keep it 100. Now he's muted. Can't do shit. Shoot it. Makes me feel bad not to let this so-called dad ain't got no kids. That motherfucker is slick in the DMs on some other C-hims, trying to drop that shit, jerking off semen. And I don't understand what they think this is. The motherfucker call from Blog Talk. Yeah, that's where the ball hogs. All right, let's get it going. My man Richard Wilkins, what's going on? What's going on, my dude? Thanks for coming through, man. Always appreciate you. It's good to see you. And Real Dude. What up, Real Dude? I know. He said his wife is shy. He said, come on, man. Come on, son. Yeah, like, come on, you gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that. They don't know we deal with trolls all the time on this show. You gotta be good. You gotta be good. All right. So you know what I'm talking about, Sugar Z, baby. You know what I mean? You trolling, but we know you trolling. This dude act like he's not trolling. Like, come on, man. I'll let you troll. I ain't got no problem with it. Everybody likes to laugh. Everybody likes to bust it up. Everybody like a key. A hee. Oh, shit. Yeah, everybody likes that. But shit, we just got into the show. I ain't get a chance to really talk about this shit. So let's talk about this shit. So what do y'all know? I'm sure that some of y'all, or a lot of y'all, or maybe even 100% of y'all have children. Now, some of y'all may be married. Some of y'all may be married and divorced. Some of y'all may be remarried. Some of y'all may have never been married but have children. Maybe y'all still together with the other parent. Sometimes you're not. Well, in the times when you're not, and you're in a single parenting situation, and not necessarily a single parenting situation, as far as having being the custodial parent of your child. Now, when you are the custodial parent, that means that the child lives with you. You share the lion's share or the bulk of the time with the child. Like your child's address is at your house. They probably go to the school within your district of your neighborhood, your area. So you make the major decisions and the bulk of the decisions governing your child, how they're raised, where they go to school, who they're going to hang around with, who their friends are. You get to see your child more than the other parent does. So with the other parent, if they are active and they love your child just as much as you do, but they don't get to spend as much time, so they really try to make quality time out of the time that they spend with your child. So the activities that they may plan for your child may be different than what you do. And if it's a situation where you and the other parent aren't getting along, or where y'all may be angry with each other, maybe y'all had some problems about custody of the child, maybe if y'all were married, maybe you had problems with spousal support, child support, and who should pay what. And if you're not on the same page about those sort of things, it's going to make it seem like you are at opposition with the other parent. And that's never a good situation when it comes to parenting. So when one situation that's negative is really, really festering like a sore, like an open wound that somebody's putting salt in, it makes it worse when you talking about, all right, when my child comes to see me, I'm going to find out what they really like, how they really are, because you're going to be trying to either overshadow the job that the other parent is doing. You might try to outdo them, or you might just try to gain more love and favor and admiration from your child than the other parent is. And that's a toxic situation. It's crazy when you're dealing with a toxic situation where you're not even living with the person that you are exchanging toxicity with, I should say. So how they act when they come from their dad's house. Suppose you don't curse around your children. Maybe you insist that your children don't use slang, that they expand their vocabulary. Maybe you're the type of parent who makes your children learn a new word every day, or won't allow your children to just Google words. You know, maybe you're an old school dictionary type of parent where you make your kids look up things that they don't know how to spell or don't know the definition to, make them learn how to use the word in a complete sentence and things like that. Let's say you are a grammar warrior. You know what they say, you the grammar police or grammar Nazi. I consider myself to be a punctuation panther. I'm a punctuation panther. You might be a panther too. So you insist that your children learn the language the correct way first, and then start using slang when they're old enough to understand the right way. Don't learn the wrong way first, because you can tell by people text messages and by the internet on social media. You can see how the public school system, and sometimes even the private school system, because they push people through too. Yes, they do. You can see how they failed a lot of us. And we can say that they failed us, but a lot of us weren't interested in learning and weren't interested in school. And, you know, we may have been a rebel at that time. So let's say you are the grammar police, the punctuation panther, a Nazi when it comes to diction and vocabulary and how to write things the right way and say things the right way, pronounce things correctly. But the other parent don't give a fuck about that. So they curse around your kids all the time. Maybe they even let your kids curse. Maybe they even let your kids curse. And maybe their feelings about education is, as long as you pass to the next grade, you okay. So they'll accept like C's and D's and stuff like that. Meanwhile, you insist on academic excellence. A's and B's, that's it. And I don't even like B's. A's. So you're making your child study. You're making sure that they ask questions. You're making sure that they do their homework. You're making sure that they're up on their assignments and completing them. The other parent is just like, man, you can come over here and play video games all weekend. You know what I mean? Don't worry about Monday. I got you Saturday and Sunday. Don't worry about Monday. Saturday and Sunday. Don't worry about Saturday and Sunday. Don't worry about Monday. Saturday, Sunday. No school Monday. Yo, when you come over here on Sunday, Saturday, and Sunday, yeah, it's going to be a fun day. I'm going to make sure that you eat what you want to eat, say what you want to say, express yourself the way you want to. And I ain't going to ever get in your way, because you are my child. And here's where you stay. On the weekends, yeah, and I'm speaking, yo, we do this shit, you know how we go. It's week when somebody tries to overstep you, undermine you. Yeah, I can't find you a good reason to be putting up with that stuff. But you know how it goes, because life is kind of tough. What up, Johnny West? He said snow days and no show day. That's what's up. All right, let me see. Real dude says, I'm back and always been black. That's what's up. What's up, everybody? What's good, son? Everything good? Which says, no wonder this dude doesn't have a wife. Laughing my ass off. So he's full of it. You talking about me? I don't know. It don't matter. What's wrong? What's wrong, son? Ain't nothing wrong. Everything good. Ryan Magyar, what's up? Thanks for the live streaming at day. I'm not in bed like always now. That's what I'm talking about. Aisha C36. You subbed? What? You did what? You did what? Do you know what we do when you sub? It's like you done got initiated into the club. Thanks for the sub, baby. Thanks for the sub, baby. Yeah, thanks for the sub, baby. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Club, baby. I said, thanks for the sub, baby. Thanks for the sub, baby. Thanks for the sub, baby. Hey, yo, welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Club. I said, where you come through, you know how we do. Everybody's gonna have fun, and soon too. You will do this and do that, and we gonna make this shit like really kind of fat. Yo, appreciate you coming by. Yo, if you suck to this shit, you gotta be fly. And I hope that you get some other brothers to come do what you do. Sisters too. Yeah, this is my crew. This is my love. We do this shit. We get together, no push and shove. We make sure everybody feels comfy. And if we can't get comfortable now, we gonna make how we want to get this thing popping. Make sure that the beat kind of beat. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah. What? Thank you, Ish. I mean, if it's appropriate, can I call you Ish? Ish for short. Appreciate you. Please hit the like button. Please share the show. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feel like real men and women should also. I see we have another caller on the line. Caller with the last number 6503. Give me just a second, and we will get back in motion again. And anybody who wants to call in, legitimately, the number to call is area code 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. Hit number 1 and that will let me know that you would like to speak, and then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone number. Good. Johnny West. Okay, wait. Shirley Cheryl says, when my brother and I went over to my daddy's house, we knew not to come back with a different act because we would get our block knocked off. Y'all, it sounds to me like y'all understood the assignment. You know, some kids don't. Unfortunately, there are parents out there who will tell their children, like, you don't really have to listen to mommy like that. You know how she is. Or you don't have to listen to your dad. You know, when you're dealing with an irresponsible, butthurt parent that directly sicks your kids on them, tries to, like, anything you don't like to do, I'm going to let you do it. You know, this crazy shit. And they're not helping the situation. It's only going to get worse later on. But in the interim, this is what we got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Cops Mankind says, Kamala jailed so many black men for her career. It was kind of like Kamala's job to jail anybody who committed crimes. Like, I understand what people are saying when they say that they don't believe that Kamala Harris has black people's best interest at heart. But the question I have for you is, do you understand what the job of a prosecutor is? Now, if you can come back and tell me that Kamala Harris locked up innocent men, particularly black men, or didn't recommend any type of alternative sentencing, or allowed them to get ineffective counsel, now we got a problem. But a prosecutor is a prosecutor. A prosecutor is not going to be like, well, I see it from their side, and maybe they didn't mean to do it, and blah, 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 blah. Because to my knowledge, everybody who she prosecuted actually did a crime. Now, did she recommend sentencing harsher than the crime that they committed? Possibly. But I need to see evidence of that. But you know, it ain't like you can't prosecute people who haven't been arrested. That's what you can't do. The job of the prosecutor is to prosecute cases that have been presented to her from arrest records. That's it. She's not going out there like the cops actually setting people up, planting drugs on them, and all that kind of stuff. A prosecutor can't do that. So she just works, she or he just works with the evidence that they have been given by discovery. And so, yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Johnny West says, what the fuck we talk about today? You got it now, I'm sure. Real dude, you subscribe to? Yo, man, Salizzy. I hope y'all don't. Hold on, let me check this shit. Because sometimes y'all be saying, yeah, I subscribe. Now, see, that number ain't moved. So, what we gonna do is we gonna check it right now. We gonna check it right now. I ain't saying I don't believe you, son. I ain't saying I don't believe you. Okay, all right. I see some new subscribers. Yeah, the number went up. I'm feeling live, yo. Thanks for coming on through. I said, thanks for coming through. I said, thanks, coming on through. Yeah, I appreciate you. I said, thanks, coming on through. And subscribing to. Thanks for being down with my gang. We positive. That's how we hang. No crimes getting committed over here, but you gonna get some shit that you never heard before, and shit's gonna be hot. What you think is not, it's gonna happen for you, happen for all. Anybody comes through, 10 toes down, fall, never that. You pick yourself back up. Make sure we get this shit right. You know what's up. Appreciate you. Shadow Band, my dude. What up, Shadow Band? What's good? Johnny West says, here's a question. You ever eaten or drinking anything past the expiration date? Yes. Expiration dates are set for sales, not necessarily for freshness. You can definitely eat or drink something past the expiration date, especially when it comes to medications, because medications have an expiration date on there. That's just the date that they're not allowed to sell past by law, because everything's supposed to be super fresh. Doesn't mean that it's not effective anymore, and it doesn't mean that it's rotten. So now you good. I mean, now if something don't smell right, look right, or whatever, then of course, I mean, you ain't a dummy. I would advise against it. But other than that, man, give it the sniff tester. Yeah, I think we cool. All right, Shadow Band says, what terrain that camouflage for? Nickelodeon. Oh God, y'all killing me. I wear what I want to wear. Do what I want to do. Justin Michael says, it's called good parenting. That's what's up. Sugar Z, why am I ignoring you? Because you ain't saying shit. You know what I mean? I never said I would read your shit. See, you got to understand my power, dude. You see how you felt that? You see how you feel that? You know what I'm saying? See, this is how I exercise my power. Ooh. Y'all know when y'all go on other channels, they don't be reading y'all comments. They make you pay for them comments. You know what I mean? You want your comment read? Do a super chat. Other than that, they ain't fucking with you like that. And I know this for a fact. I go to other channels too. I see how they do it. Yeah. But I'm still down with you, man. Now let me see if you started actually behaving yourself. Let me see if your comments are appropriate to read. Okay. Nope. I ain't fucking with you. Nope. You gets none. All right. Johnny West says that's actually the number for kids for cars. You trade your kids for some cars. Oh, I'm gonna have to stop fucking with you too. All right, real dude says my grandma used to say if you smile too much at your kids, they'll show you their ass. I don't know about that, but hey, I mean, some grandparents were really on some other shit. Justin Michael says look it up. Word. Desi says the courts forced her to release innocent men. Okay. But well, how did they get convicted in the first place? I mean, getting arrested for a crime that you didn't do is one thing. Being prosecuted for a crime takes time. And then getting sentenced, that takes even more time. And then serving time, and then it comes out that you are innocent. Well, I mean, we got to take a look at it. Trust me, I'm not a Kamala Harris fan. I'm not. But some of this bullshit is really bullshit. All right, let's take the caller. Caller with the last number 6503. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. Thank you for holding. Thank you for being patient. I appreciate it. What's on your mind this afternoon? What's good?
Well, you cut me off before, and if you want me to say I'm a troll, I'll say it. I don't care. I just want to read my pitches here. That's all I'm trying to do.
Wait. I don't like the way that you coming on now. So reintroduce yourself, and then do it right.
Well, it's Danny. We spoke before, Danny Okerlily. And I'm going on Shark Tank. I told you that. And I'm trying to read these pitches and get your feedback because I like your style. I like what you have to say. I trust your opinion.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Well, do you know the Shark Tank? First of all, you know that show?
I do.
Okay. So there's a few judges on there, and I have products, and I'm trying to pitch them, and I'm trying to get feedback, because we can only pitch one or two, but I have a few here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so the first
listen. Make it a little swift, and it better be funny. So go ahead.
Well, they're not supposed to be funny, but I'll do my best. Okay. My Little Normal. This is the first gay conversion kit for effeminate toddlers. Then my wife would come on and say, when we found our son Bryson dressing up in mommy's pearls, we knew something was very wrong. And I say, but I didn't get angry, I got creative. That's where My Little Normal comes in. My Little Normal is a comprehensive app-based learning tool that will turn Yas Queen into Yes Sir in no time. But don't take our word for it. Talk to our 8-year-old son, Bryson. And then he comes out and he says, I will not date a man. I will date a women's. I love women. And then it comes back to me and I say, My Little Normal, because all children are great, but the normal ones are just better. What do you think?
Nah, it sucks. What's the next one?
You don't like the product?
No.
You don't think that's a problem when kids get bullied for being effeminate? This could fix that?
I don't know if an 8-year-old can be feminine. Like, what do they know? What do they know about being feminine?
Oh, they can't. No, our son was extremely effeminate before this.
Okay.
I mean, he was skipping.
So you mean to tell me,
skipping and prancing all around. What's that?
You mean to tell me, with you, are you a straight man?
Yes.
So you're a straight man, and you were raising your son, and by 8 years old, you could see that your son was already gay.
I don't know if he was gay, but there was something going on. He was a little light in the loafers.
Well, you said the product is called something normal, right? What's it called again? My
Little Normal, and it's a comprehensive app-based system. So they play with the app, they look at it. It shows them sort of masculine imagery. It has them answer sort of questions. There's little animations, and it really helped. I mean, he's rough and tumble now.
Why the word normal? If you said that he was effeminate, is that normal to you?
Right. Well, I think societally, it's not. It's not. They would. I mean, he was really over the top. He was, and he was being bullied. That's the thing you have to remember. It's a huge problem because effeminate toddlers, they're going to lead to effeminate teenagers, and that leads to bullying. And I think we can all agree we're against bullying.
Okay. So,
but I like this. You're pushing back because they're going to push back too. So this is good. No, this is good.
Did you ever consider teaching your child how to deal with adversity? Like, maybe, I don't know, taking self-defense classes, karate, kung fu.
We tried all that. We tried all that.
Wait. You tried all that? At what age? At what age? Wait. At what age did you try all of that? And all of what? What did you try?
We signed him up for various different sports. We did take him to karate, jiu-jitsu, and that was when he was 6.5, up until he was about almost 8 years old. And we'd find him in the corner, sort of like putting sequins and stuff on his shoes, painting his fingernails. He had no interest in any of it. Until we had this system, this product, which totally changed the game.
All right, what's the other product?
And he enjoys. What's that?
What's the other product? Because you said you had.
Okay.
Because you ain't gonna be on here all day, so let's go. Come on.
No, I hear you. Listen, I can just rattle off a few, and you can tell me what you think.
Go ahead.
Does that work for you? Okay. We got one here. A Plus. A Plus is an app where you can hire an Asian gentleman to come and do your homework. Someone who has good grades, who has been vetted by our system. And then they would come and they would do, whether you're college to high school, they'll do your homework for you. I know what you think about that one. A Plus.
Why an Asian?
Well, we vet a lot of people to see, what the best grades are and who has the best understanding of the topics. And most frequently, it does tend to be Asian people. So we partnered with some pillars of the Asian community, and we said, what do you think about this? And they were all for it. So it is an exclusively Asian tutor-based app now, A+.
Oh, yeah?
They'll come to anybody's house.
You said that
A+.
People who are normally academically astute are often Asian. Is that what you said?
In our research, the research we've been doing, the most hits we were getting back, there was a predominant amount of Asian people. So we said, let's make the app Asian-based.
Well, what part of Asia are you talking about? Asia is a very big continent. What part of Asia? Were they from Afghanistan? Were they Indian? Were they?
Some were, yes. No, some were Indian for sure. The majority appeared to be of Chinese descent.
Have you ever been to China?
I mean, we don't make them fill out a 23andMe. We're just looking for people that have good grades and can speak ideally different languages. That's very helpful as well.
Have you ever been to
China?
That's
one product.
Have you ever been to China or anywhere in Asia?
I have not been to China, no, but it's on my bucket list.
Well, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
With there being over 1 billion people in China.
Sure. It's very lucrative. That could be very lucrative for us.
Do you think in China that they look at themselves? Right. Do you think that in China they look at themselves as being the best and the brightest? What do you think
probably.
You think so?
Well, they're proud people. Why not? I mean, I think a lot of Americans do as well.
No, most Americans don't believe that we're the brightest. We think that Asians are.
Well, that's why
just
this app could be a real killer.
Just like you. But you know why we think
that's why this
you
app,
know why we think
do you like
Asians?
The app, though? What do you think about the app itself, the idea of it? Because I'm trying to get feedback.
It sucks. I think it sucks. Why? Because it's stereotypical. It's misleading, and to some people it might be offensive.
Okay, no, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair, and this is what I wanted to hear. I have something here called the tickle tube. This is totally different. This is like, I'll admit, a little wacky. Tickle tube. So I come out with my wife.
No. You're done. But listen,
What?
I appreciate you
Can I
calling
get
through.
one more product?
No. We've heard enough.
Placenta pancake mix.
Okay, go ahead. All right, so Unconvicted Justice says, what's the topic of today? You wouldn't believe that the actual topic is how they are when they come back from their dad's house. So we're talking about like the challenges in co-parenting, like when you have a child by a woman or a man that you're no longer with, you're no longer seeing, and may not be on the same page with, and how the differences in parenting style can affect your household, can affect how the child is raised, and how it can actually affect your psychological or nervous system. That's what we're talking about today. So I was talking about how, like, let's say you don't allow your children to eat a lot of sweets, but when they go over their other parents' house to visit, they let them eat all the sweets they want. Maybe you don't let them eat a lot of carbs and shit like that. When they go over to the other parents' house, it's all pizza and pasta. Maybe you don't curse in front of your kids or use slang or bad grammar. When they go over to the other parents' house, they say what they want, just act a fool, just wild out. And so after a weekend or a week of being with the other parent, you kind of have to reset them all over again. And that might really piss you off. And, so that's what we're talking about today. That's what we're talking about. What the troll was talking about, well, you heard it, but, you know what I mean? This is what I get for letting people live. I can't let everybody live. Maurice Toole, okay, took back. Yeah, Todd Bridges said, right, great point about Asian diversity. Yo, over in they send their best and their brightest over here. Think about it. Think about it like this. You don't hear high school dropouts from around the way that's standing on corners selling drugs. You don't hear them talk about moving to Africa and setting up or opening up businesses and becoming progressive. You don't hear them talk about that. You think in Asia, their regular townspeople are talking about getting on a plane, devising a plan to come over to the United States so they can live exactly the way they're living over there? No. The people, the Asians that come over here, most of the immigrants that come over here, except, for a lot of the, Caribbean, Spanish Caribbean, regular Caribbean, English speaking Caribbean or South American immigrants, a lot of them come over here just looking for opportunities because it might be so bad where they live at that, they're just trying to escape poverty and bad education and violence and all kinds of shit. But for the most part, if you ask yourself, what would it take for you to go live in another country besides the United States where you were born and raised and all your people are here? What would it take for you to go somewhere else and encourage the rest of your people to come over there? You ain't a dummy. A dummy ain't going to make that decision. So for you to think about doing that somewhere else, you already had to be on a higher mental plane. And so the majority of Asians, so-called Asians, because chinky-eyed Asians ain't the only damn Asians. I don't even see why. Well, I do know why. I do know why we call them Asians and we look at them as Asians. And let me put y'all on with this. And back in the 80s, when the car industry, when Toyota and Nissan and Honda, when they were bringing their plants over to the United States and places like Michigan and Ohio and the places where they make cars, there was a lot of American hate and violence because they felt like they was taking money out of their pocket, food off of their table, because they weren't GM, they weren't Ford, they weren't Chrysler, and so they were shutting down plants and stuff like that, and people were pissed off about them, and all of that energy, all of that negative energy left over from the Vietnam War, from Korea, from World War II. So they looking at them like, they gooks and all this kind of shit, and they was beating them up and killing some of them. And so to get when they started bringing forth legislation to help protect them against, well, basically they having their civil rights violated, instead of to stop being called and labeled gooks, because that's what they kept calling them, you fucking gooks, you fucking gooks. They said, we want to be called Asian Americans. That's where the whole Asian American thing came from. People from Afghanistan are Asians. Indian Americans are Asians. Iraqis are Asians. Pakistanis are Asians. Indonesians are Asians. A large part of Russia is Asian. Right there in Asia. Siberians, Asian. But we only think about the chinky-eyed Oriental Asians when we think about Asians. And that's a disservice that our media and our propaganda has done to us. But it don't work like that over here. Not with me. I'm not going for that. So, in terms of the topic, how about that? What if you're raising your child to be progressive, to see people for who they really are, to give people a chance, to not be prejudicial against certain people just because of what you've heard about them or read about them, but to actually get to know them and judge people individually instead of by the group? What if you're raising your child that way, but the other parent is on some old, man, all them fucking chinks, all them motherfucking chinks can kiss my ass. Them chicken wing frying, shrimp fried rice and egg roll serving, whatever. So you're trying to raise your child to be, I don't want to say liberal, because we going too far when we start talking about liberal. But let's say you're raising your child to be more racially diverse in their friendships, relationships, and partnerships. Not necessarily saying, when I say relationships, I just mean the way that you know a person. I'm not talking about like encouraging them to date interracially instead of, keeping it back home. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, suppose you are trying to show your child, teach your child, raise your child not to be unnecessarily or unjustifiably prejudiced or racist, but the other parent is on some Archie Bunker shit. They on some Donald Trump shit. So when they go over their house, they talk about, these fucking niggas and blah, blah. Like, what? Or, these fucking chinks, these wetbacks, Now what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Sure, you should be communicating with the other parent to make sure that they don't allow your child to act recklessly, talk recklessly, and be irresponsibly reckless in the way that they address people, look at people, label people, talk to people, and deal with people. But it's their child too. And they might tell you, well, look, I am who I am. You are who you are. That's why we ain't together now. But I teach my children what the fuck I want to teach them. You teach them what you want to teach them. Yeah, now we got problems. Now we got serious problems. So your spouse is raising your child to be a damn neo-Nazi. And you like, nah, that ain't cool. And they're like, yeah. Heil Hitler. 88. All right. Okay, hold on. Art of Mind 559. He says Asians are the master race. Depends on how you look at it. A lot of people, well, I'll tell you what. Asia is the only country, I'm sorry, is the only continent that has never been renamed. Many people believe that Africa is really Asia. You know what I mean? I can't say. Jacob B, what up, dude? Unconvinced. Justin says, what's the topic? I think you got it now. All right, Maurice. Okay, wait a minute. Stacy White says, you have one that cuss and one pair that don't cuss. All right. Unconvicted Justice says, I came home from New York in October of 22 and found my son beaten severely by my wife. After 2 years of CPS hearings, they said my son was too young to take the stand and let her off. Oh, shit. And he says, I've been raising mine alone since, but she's trying to get out. And he says, trying to get our daughter in the divorce. The judge says I can't use that situation in my divorce as evidence to get my daughter in the divorce. What? How is that not a good? How is abuse not a good reason to deny custody? He says it made me a single father of one of a 1-week-old daughter and a 2-year-old son overnight, and I still had to fight the system for my children. Man, stay in that fight. That shit is worth it. Shirley Cheryl says, for unconvicted James, they should have let you use that in court to show her lack of credibility and morality and much more. I'm glad you were able to step up. Word. And he says, I try to raise my children to see other perspectives before they react to anything, which is good, which is a good practice. And he also says, I found it in the hearings that she had 9 other children. She also lost the CPS. 9 other children? What the fuck? Craziest shit I've ever been through. Now my son refuses to leave my side. Wow. So it's not even safe to go for your child to be around his mother. First of all, I want to say, I'm really sorry for that situation that you're in, because that is, I can't think of anything less horrible than that. Or should I say more horrible than that? That's almost everything is less horrible than that. And yeah, safety. What if when your child goes to their mother's house or their father's house, whoever is the non-custodial parent, what if it's not safe for them to go over there? What if we talking about how they act when they come back from their dad's house? What if your child was always happy, always talking, always curious, always asking questions, always a really, really bright kid, a fun kid to be around and stuff like that? And after they start going over the other parent's house, they came back kind of quiet, acting a little timid, shy, starting to be reclusive, keeping to themselves a lot. And they were never like that before. And it's getting worse every time they come back from the other parent's house. And what if in the beginning, they always wanted to go over to the other parent's house. Like, yeah, I can't wait to see my dad, or I can't wait to see my mom. And now they like, well, I don't have to go. Do I have to go? I mean, I'm sure that we can all see the red flags in that situation, but that might be something that you're dealing with. So your child might be ashamed or afraid to tell what they've been experienced at the other parent's house, but you know it's something wrong and you know it's a safety issue. Now you have a decision you need to make. Do you tell the other parent? Do you that you're going to withhold your child from going over there until you find out exactly what's going on? Or do you just say, well, the father or the mother has every right to be with the child just like me, so I gotta let him go until I know any better? Wisdom says, for child's sakes, don't get divorced. Shit. Like a child can't experience turmoil, trouble within a two-parent family. I mean, I'm all for two-parent families, but all two-parent families ain't cut from the same cloth. If one parent is abusive or dangerous or reckless or irresponsible, what is being married? How is that a good situation? You might need to get divorced to protect your children. I mean, and I hate to use this example, but fuck it. Look at Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson's dad. We all know him. Unfortunately, we all know Joe Jackson for what? Whooping his kid's ass. Yes, he birthed one of the greatest, or if not the greatest, boy band ever with the Jackson 5. And he gave to the world the king of pop, even though I hate calling him that, but he gave the world that. But we know Joe Jackson for whooping ass. And it seems as though, according to LaToya and other women in the Jackson family, he was also known for sexual assault with his daughters. And he was together with his wife. And they say that the mom just allowed it. The dad ran shit, and she let him run shit. That man is not alive anymore to defend himself. But all two-parent families are not cut from the same cloth. That's all I'm saying. All right. All right. Unconvicted Justice says, I had to make a choice. Keep paying child support or use that money to get an attorney. I did what any parent would have done and got the lawyer. Now I'm about to lose my children because they want to lock me up for the child support. Well, if you have custody of your children now, I don't see why or how child support is an issue. But when it comes to the courts, I mean, you just never know. But if you did get a lawyer, then perhaps your lawyer can help you work things out with the state as far as child support is concerned. He or she should be able to easily. And their job is to advise you of your rights, right? So, what we got? What we got? What we got? Shirley Cheryl said, don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yeah. Don't forget to hit the like. I appreciate a like. Please hit the like button. Please share the show. Please subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, the lines are still open if y'all would like to call in. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. I'm your host, Sun752. I'm feeling like a real man should. I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should. Also, we talking about how they act when they come from their dad's house. How they act when they come from their dad's house. Yeah. So yeah. 319-527-6199. That's the number to call. 319-527-6199. How they act when they come from the other parent's house. Shirley Shore says that's horrible, unconvicted justice. I'm praying for you. My son has custody of his son, and they still have him paying child support. Yeah, I've heard about this. And unconvicted justice says custody and child support are two separate hearings in Ohio. I don't have the $3,500 that he wants for the child support case. Well, yeah, that's a toughie. That's a toughie. It's a toughie. It's a toughie. That's not a situation that I would wish on anyone. But your lawyer is still a resource. So even if they don't represent you in the child support case, it doesn't mean that they can't advise you. It's the advice that you need. Because it sounds to me like the stakes are a little too high in your situation not to push the envelope as far as possible. Because you could wind up losing your son. And I don't mean through custody. You could wind up losing your son permanently. To the point where none of us will ever see him again. And we don't want to do that. I don't want to see that for you. I don't want to see that for nobody. I don't want that situation. I don't want no parts of that situation. So, how they act when they come back from their dad's house. Over hyper. Maybe the other parent lets them stay up crazy late. Maybe you have your children on a schedule. You know how some parents don't believe in having their kids on a sleep schedule. They just let the child decide, stay up till they get tired. Stay up till they get tired and put themselves to bed or sleep wherever they are. So they fall asleep while watching TV on the couch or while playing video games on the floor. They just let them do whatever. They just let them do whatever. That might not sit well with you. It might don't sit well with you. And I get it. I can see how it wouldn't sit well with you. I can see how it wouldn't sit well with anyone. But these are some of the things that we have to deal with when we talking about our children going to go spend the night or spend time at the other parent's house. And don't get me wrong, not all other parents are bad. Not everybody is in a ratchet situation. Not everybody is going back and forth with their baby mom or their baby dad. Not everybody. Not everybody. But how many other people does it take for it not to be true when it's true in your situation? Take it back to the whole food situation. Maybe in your household, you don't eat pork or pork products. When they go to the other parent's crib, it's all ham sandwiches and pork chops. It's all ham sandwiches and pork chops at the other house. In your house, no pork, no hog, no pig. You come home from work or wherever, you open up your refrigerator, you see a can of Spam in that shit. You like, What the fuck? Not just pork, but this low-end salty bullshit. Yo, man, I swear to God, I never liked Spam. And I didn't know anybody that admitted to actually liking it. But somebody must like that shit. Because how long has Spam been out? 40, 50 years? At least? At least 50. What? When did Spam come out? Damn, 1937? What the fuck? 1937 is when Spam was introduced to the market. July 5th, right after the 4th of July. July 5th, 1937, by Hormel Foods in Austin, Minnesota. The canned pork and ham product was created in response to the Great Depression as a way to provide an inexpensive meat option. Spam's name is portmanteau of spiced ham, or shoulder of pork and ham, and was coined by the New York actor Ken Diagno, whose brother worked at Hormel Foods. Spam's popularity grew during World War II because it could easily be shipped and stored for long periods of time. The brand's iconic blue can, which is said to be based on the company's, based on a sliced in half canola oil can, was accompanied by a national advertising campaign that promoted Spam as the meat of many uses. Spam has been praised by, man, come on, man. It's been praised by many people, many famous people, including Dwight Eisenhower, Margaret Thatcher, and Monty Python. Spam. You come home and saw a can of Spam. Spam. I opened up my refrigerator door. It was like, damn. I don't want that shit in there. Get it out. What the hell is this shit all about? I understand when you go to the other parents' kid that crib, they let you eat anything you want to, you a kid, and they don't think that there should be a lot of restrictions, and you coming over here talking that slang and bad diction, and I don't like the way it's going, I don't like the way it's playing out. Cut it out. I need help dealing with you, and I don't see why we have to go through this shit. What's up with you? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. When they go over the other parents' house, Johnny West says, how much longer is the show? Not much longer. We got a few more minutes left. Why? You got something to do? You know what I mean? Don't let me hold you back. You got to do what you got to do. Got to do what you got to do. What up, Ryan? What up, Ryan? Says, how's life? That's crazy. You're not live streaming at 1 a.m. Yeah, on the weekends it's 1 p.m. It's 1 p.m. on the weekends. Thanks for the 15 likes, y'all. Appreciate it. Totally different deal. But I tell you what, I'm still tired from last night. No bullshit. I'm still feeling it a little bit. A little groggy. But I'm going to work it out. I'm sure y'all going to work it out too. Shirley Cheryl says a friend of mine sends his daughter over her mom's house on the weekends. She comes back home telling her how she lives like a princess, and when she visits, lives like a princess when she visits, and asks could he live like her mom does. Totally legit. Not saying he's right. I don't mean legit in that way, but yeah, as far as the topic is concerned, exactly. So whether they go to their dad's house, their mom's house, their grandmother's house, spends the night over a friend's house, you know how that go. Up in Milwaukee, when I used to go to Milwaukee when very very young, we used to go spend the whole summers up there. And when I would spend the night over my cousin's house, which was my uncle's house, my mom's brother's house, he fed us before bed. So after we got washed, put on pajamas and shit like that, we got popcorn and some candy and treats before bed. That never happened at the crib. Like, what? We got mad snacks before bed. But we did have to go to bed earlier than I did at my house. I was allowed to stay until about 11 o'clock at my house. At my uncle's house, we was going to bed like around 8 or 9 o'clock. I was like, I'm wide awake. It's summertime too. I'm like, plus we getting fed popcorn and some cakes and all that shit. And that's not a good look. Kids eating all of that junk before bed. Speaking of junk, yeah. The other parent lets your child eat a bunch of junk. Not you. The other parent lets your child play video games the whole weekend. Not you. The other parent pretty much let the child run shit over there. Not you. You gotta try to unravel all of this shit, unplug all this shit, get your shit restored back to factory condition when they come home. Because when they at the other parent's house or wherever they go, they learning all of the wrong things to do and they liking it. Shirley Cheryl says, okay, wait. Cheryl says, I eat spam all my life, and now they have turkey spam. They sure do. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot fork. The number to call is 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. 319-527-6199. Press number 1 and that will let me know that you would like to speak, and then I will call you out by the last 4 digits of your telephone. That's how we get it down on the Urban Therapy with Sun show. That's how we get it down. All right. Wisdom says, for child's sake, if you still want a divorce, never let bad person in your life who can ruin your independent child. Ruin your dependent child. Many children's lives are spoiled because they let evil and being pure selfish. I can see how that. Listen, man, safety is a concern. Yeah, safety is a concern. So when you let your kids go over to the other parent's house, and let's say they are involved with some kind of activities that you don't approve of, like let's say your baby father don't have no job, no real job. They hustle, they sell drugs and shit, and he think he is smarty pants and can do it without being caught. Maybe the only reason you let your child go over there is because he doesn't sell drugs out of the house. Or so you think. So your child is going over there with the whole crime element, being exposed to all of that shit. Right, sis. Because you're my favorite, man, but I'm tired too. You said you slept at 3 a.m. I didn't get to bed till like 4:30 a.m. I'm bullshit, man. Because I wanted to play the game. I wanted to play Call of Duty after the show. It was Friday. I was like, I don't have to work tomorrow. No, I'm not. I'm staying up. Um, Ryan says the world is messed up till you. I'll tell you about it. Mm-hmm. Stacy says no eating sweets after 8 p.m. All right. Johnny West says, I will say this about the subject, even though it's well, it's well topic. I always remember the kids who were divorced who would tell me they had the best of shit, the best shit at their other dad's house. Okay. Well, I think it's always really, really good to have a great relationship with your kids to the point where they will co-sign your ineptitude and your bullshit. It don't happen for everybody, but if it happens for you, that's a good look. Ryan says, LOL with the gaming at 4 a.m. I know I was wrong. Fully dressed too. Fully dressed. I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna play 2 more games and I'm out. 4:30. I was out. And had the nerve to wake up like 7. For some reason, my body clock is on 7, like around the 7 a.m. time. And I could go to bed at 5 a.m. My body still be like, oh, it's 7, let's get up. And I'm like, we don't work in the morning no more. We don't work in the morning no more. We don't work in the morning no. We don't work in the morning anymore. All right. Ryan says people get on the tech now, and it's bad for us. Even getting the ladies is hard now. Crystal Jackson says, hello, good sir. You're looking good. Whatever you're doing, keep it up. Yes, I appreciate you, ma. Appreciate you, ma. Appreciate you, ma. Bing Crosby. Bing Crosby says, never wipe from back to front. That's how we get That's how you get infections. Good to know. I mean, really, that's just how women get infections. Men don't get infections that way. Unless they have a hole in the front that I don't know about. Unless they have a hole in the front I don't know about. we're about to do these birthday shout outs. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Yeah, they coming at you. All right, see. Let's see. All right. Okay, wait. Crystal Jackson says, would you rather work at a job you hate but get paid really well, or have a job you love but the pay is crap? I would only like to work at a job that pays really, 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 really well. Listen, a job is not where I go to feel good about myself. It's where I go to get paid so I can feel good about myself. Only reason I go to work is to improve my financial condition or at least stabilize it. I ain't say, listen, I work at a hospital. I know goddamn well you ain't saving the world. If we can't save the world at a damn hospital, shit. I know you don't think you saving it at a regular business. Like, we sell paper products. Most apps are paperless, right? Clayton Farrah says, no more go-getimism. The go-getimism show is Monday through Friday. That's all. So we have 2 shows going on. The Urban Therapy with Sun show, which actually gave birth to the Daily Go-Getimism show. But the Daily Go-Getimism show is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The Urban Therapy with Sun show is Saturday and Sunday. But no, man, why would we tear down the Daily Go-Getimism show? We would not. We would not. Everything is good. Am I a nurse? Shit, I wish I was a nurse. That's a good-ass 6-figure salary. You think I wouldn't watch somebody ask for 6 figures? I would. I've made 6 figures. And I ain't have to wash no ass. Did I have to kiss some ass? Depends on your perspective. Anyway. Go back to school. I'm a college graduate. Are you? I bet you not. I bet you not. I bet you. I'll bet you you're not a college graduate. I bet you. I bet you. I bet you. What do you make 6 figures doing? What I'm doing? That's none of your business. None at all. All right. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious July 26th, July 27th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's talk about our business of the joggers. Making them feel special because they are special because they are special because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number 1 out the box. Zira Alcius. Happy birthday to you. In Ontario, Kim Wilson. Happy birthday to you. And Tracy Phipps Smith, happy birthday. My Aunt Nisha Whitsett, happy birthday. And Taisha Singletary, happy birthday to you. And Rosemary Davis, happy birthday to you. And Lolicia Michelle Dickerson, happy birthday. And Dorinda Watson, my peoples, happy birthday to you. And Inez Rivers, happy birthday to you. And my girl, go get a Tanya Respis. Mark it with the T. I want to say happy birthday to all y'all. And I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious July 27th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud, just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings, you do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours. And remember, man, listen. Yo, when your kids go over to the other parent's house, if they come back all trying to show out, trying to act like it's all about this in another kind of way, yo, don't let them stray. Just say, hey, when you at your mom's or your dad, don't come back trying to change the time. Some things are absolute. Don't try to ask me for too much loot. Like you get over there, shoot. I can afford what I can afford. Give what I gotta give. And we gotta live the way I live. I set the rules over this motherfucker, so don't be trying to come from your dad's acting like a sucker. Don't go to your mom's house acting like a little sissy. I ain't trying to get this shit like Missy Elliott, yeah, you know, she like women, but yo, you ain't gonna come back with that shit. We ain't swimming. All right, so yeah, yeah. So Sugar Z Baby says you went to Penn State. Well, you probably know I went to Penn State. I graduated Penn State. What campus did you graduate from? I'm gonna test your chin on this shit, cause you ain't gonna tell me nothing about no motherfucking Penn State. And do this since you went to Penn State for undergrad. Name 3 campus buildings at Penn State. Since you went there, if you say you went to the main campus, name 3 campus buildings, and name 3 streets. Name 3 streets, cause there ain't a whole lot of them. The Dubois campus. Ain't no fucking Dubois campus. Now you said Altoona. First you said Dubois. What's the Dubois campus? What's that? So which one you go to? The Dubois campus or the Altoona campus? Yeah, this nigga boy, he full of shit. He full of shit. You ain't go to Penn State, motherfucker. He ain't go to Penn State. You ain't go there. You said name 3. I said 3. Name 3 campus buildings. I didn't say name 3 campuses. I didn't say that. You didn't go to college. You don't know how to listen. You can pass no classes like that. I didn't say name 3 campuses. I'm talking about the main campus. Name 3 campus buildings. Like the buildings that you went in to take your classes. Name 3. I'm just saying. Name 3 of those if you went to the main campus. Ain't nobody know what you talking about if you went to the Altoona campus or this non-existent Dubois shit. What the fuck is the Dubois campus? Hold on, maybe he might be on to something. Hold on, let me see. The Dubois campus at Penn State. Penn State Dubois Paul Center? Okay. Yeah, this shit is a real thing. Never heard of it. Did it used to be something else? Because, like, I went to the Abington campus, but it was called the Ogons campus before. The Dubois campus. Where is this shit? Dubois, PA. Where is that shit? Okay. All right. No, I did go. I don't think it was called that back in the day. I really don't. Never heard of that. And I definitely didn't know anybody who went to the. Let me see. Because they might have came up with some new shit. All Penn State branch campuses. Okay, let's see. Because now they have 22 campuses. They didn't have that many before. Yeah, Penn State Shenango, that didn't exist before. This Dubois shit, that didn't exist before. New Kensington, Hazleton, definitely yes. Brandywine, Abington. But like I said, Abington was called Ogons back in the day. Harrisburg, Lehigh Valley, Schuylkill. Scranton, Fayette. All right. University of Park, Barron, Erie. Okay. Yeah, they have more. They have more campuses before that. Than they did before. Let's see. Now they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. They did not have that many before. All right. So you might know a little something. He says, see, you don't know everything. I didn't claim to know everything. I only claim to know what I know. We have 2 callers on the line, but I don't trust either one of them. So this is what I'm going to do. Because I really should go, like the way I said I was. All right, but I'll do this. Caller with the last number is 8630. Welcome to the Urban Therapy with Sun Show. Thanks for holding. What's on your mind this afternoon?
Yeah, I wanted to know how do I buy the app for converting the feminine kiss, because I do have that problem.
Okay. So, all right, caller with the last number is 9737. Welcome back. What do you have to say? Nothing? Oh, you wasn't ready to go. Okay. All right, you're both out. Now I can put them both on the same. I can put them on the line at the same time. All right, caller with the last number is 9737 and 8360. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear
Hello?
you. Well, I only hear one voice. It should be 2.
That I don't know. But
Yeah, you know why? You know why? Because both callers are you. That's why. That's why, dickhead. Yes, it is. Because both callers were him. He hung up the other line like, oh shit. Ah, fuck. All right, man, we out of here. Listen, man, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. Love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow afternoon, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another Urban Therapy with Sun show. So make sure y'all come through. If not, I'm glad I saw y'all today. Sugar Z Baby says, you are so paranoid. You should get off of YouTube. You should eat a dick. But I think you already have. You sound like you're full. You should eat a dick. No more. No, you should eat a dick. Oh, no more. Yo, Sugar Z, eat a dick. Eat a dick. Look, you're a grown man or something, you know. It was bitching because I wouldn't read his comments. He wasn't reading my comments. Wait till the next time you come on. All right, y'all. Like I said, peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news, except for Sugar Z, baby. And I'll holler at y'all tomorrow, man. Peace. Oh, wait. Blog Talk, let me get you out of here. Yeah. And for my YouTubers, you know just how we do, but thanks for coming on through. See you on the other side, my boobers. Yes. On the other side, my boobers. Yes. Peace.